Hey, my name is James Nicholson, and in this video, I want to talk about 51 tasks your virtual assistant can do for you. Now, I'm going to assume if you're looking for a video like this, you're a coach, consultant, entrepreneur, or someone looking to start a business. Now, if that is you, very quickly while you're here, do smash the subscribe button, hit the bell notification, because this channel is going to be a game changer for you. Every day, I make new content on growing, scaling, and marketing a business, so you don't want to miss out on that content. Now, my name is James Nicholson, and I've been in business for 17 years now. I've had all the ups and downs that you get as an entrepreneur. It's a roller coaster ride. And in that 17 years, I have developed something very, very special, which I call my business accelerator methodology. Now, this is a proven 5-step process that I use to take cold leads and turn them into red hot buyers who buy from me again and again and again. And you can use that to grow and scale your business. Now, let's talk about virtual assistants. Firstly, what is a virtual assistant? Well, a virtual assistant is a contractor that generally works outside of your office, and they also might be based in another country. And they are someone that will support you with administration, with marketing, bookkeeping, accounts, any real task that you need to get your business running efficiently. Now, the benefits of a virtual assistant are that they can work on hours that you choose. So you can choose them to work an hour a day, 2 hours a day, or a full 40-hour week. There's a lot of flexibility there. They're contractors, and if they're doing short hours part-time, they can easily pick up hours and work for somebody else as well. So they get the full-time salary. Now, the benefits of using someone internationally are that your salary costs will be significantly less. You won't have to pay national insurance, you won't have to pay their tax. You're just going to pay them the hourly rate that you agree. Now, if you hire from countries like India or the Philippines, which is particularly strong, you might get someone starting from just $1. Realistically, though, you're probably going to pay $2, $3, $4 for that person to find someone really, really good. Now, what can they do? Obviously, that sounds interesting, right? Getting someone that can help you run your business. What can they do for you? So I'm going to go through 51 things. I've got a list here, so I will have to look down. I tried to memorize them. It just wasn't working. So let's go through this list and talk about what these can do to help you grow your business. So first off, I want to talk about calendar management, or diary management, you might call it. And so things that you can get your assistant to do is firstly schedule or book appointments for you, right? It's really good that you get people booked in to speak to you at certain times. So scheduling and booking appointments. After that, get them to confirm the appointment, maybe the day before the appointment. The second thing here is to get that appointment confirmed. The third thing that they can get you to get them to do is remind you about the appointment, right? So they remind and confirm the person, but also remind you. Fourth is to reschedule calls and appointments, because things happen, right? Maybe something will happen in your life or your client's life. Things come in up, and they might need to get rescheduled at some point, so they can do that on your behalf. Then update everyone of the appointment changes. So that's the fifth thing here. So update people of the appointment changes. So if you need to change the time and date, or they need to change the time and date, all parties need to be informed, and your virtual assistant can do that. Keeping you updated on what's going on. So letting you know if they're trying to book appointments, if they're struggling, that's something that they can do for you. And also managing your time, right? So they can manage your diary and make sure that you're not overworked, or you're not making too many calls on certain days, and just move things around so they're just more comfortable for you. Also, they can keep your family updated. So your partner or other people in your family, they can just let people know what you got coming up, and that's really useful as well. So that's diary management. Let's move on to email management now, right? Because I'm sure you guys don't enjoy email, right? I like sending email. Sending email is brilliant because it makes me money. But inbound emails, not so much. You get so much of it, right? And so where we should be really focused on is getting our assistant to help us with our email. So first and foremost, they can screen emails for you. Get rid of all that junk in that inbox and just present you with the most important stuff. So that's number 9, is screening emails for you. They can manage contacts. So once you have some sort of interaction with somebody that's going to be a key prospect or key person that you're going to work with, get them to manage the contact, get them to update that contact and put it into your system. They'll keep your contacts fresh. Often people that you're speaking to, they move companies or they change from Hotmail to Gmail, their phone numbers change, their addresses change, right? Use your virtual assistant to update the data in your database and keep that nice and fresh. Move your contacts into a CRM, that's number 12. And so I highly recommend that you get your emails into a CRM system. We recommend ActiveCampaign, and ActiveCampaign is a great system for managing your marketing, and get that virtual assistant to move people across. So that's email management. Next, phone tasks. So you could get your virtual assistant to answer your main line in your business, because when I started out in business, we would just have a phone there and it would just ring constantly, right? And so there would be salespeople calling us and all these things happening. And that was difficult to deal with, right? Now, what you can do is you can get an online number these days, and you can get it forwarding to your virtual assistant, and they can take the call and they can put it to the right person, or they can say, look, the person you need to speak to is busy, and get a scheduled call so it's good time for you, rather than you just reacting to stuff. Now, a lot of systems these days as well, they send you emails to say that you got a voicemail. Now, that's a bit frustrating because you've got to click in and listen. They take so long, don't they? Like, it takes a minute before the bloody voicemail even starts. And so get them to transcribe your voicemails. And so you just know at a glance, okay, there's a voicemail on that. That's what needs to get resolved. That will really speed up the time on dealing with your voicemail. So that's 14, and that's transcribing your emails. So that's all the phone stuff I've got here. Next, I want to talk about travel, right? Now, as a business owner, you might travel internationally. I do. I go to America a lot in normal times. I'll go to exhibitions and conferences in America. Even in the UK, I'm traveling around a lot as well. So what your virtual assistant can do for you is find you the cheapest flights. Get them on the price comparison sites, get them to start making the calls and find what the real prices are, because a lot of these price comparison sites, they put a headline price. When you call them up, that's not available. You need to get someone that can just really get those prices for you, save you a ton of time. It can easily take a couple of hours to find a good flight. And so let's get someone that's going to be more efficient to do it. And you as the business owner should be working on growing the business, not booking flights. Find the cheapest hotels for you, so they can find the cheapest hotels. That's number 16. And they can do the same, right? Use the price comparison sites, check all this stuff, and check the prices are accurate, the availability, and all that stuff as well. And also they can check, is that hotel close enough to where you need to be, right? Maybe it's in the same venue as what your conference is at. 17 is book the flights, right? And they can book the flights and the hotels for you. Just get it booked. And get it done. You don't need to do that. That's a £10 task. They can do that for you and get that organised. Now, once you get somewhere, you need to probably get from a train station or an airport to the hotel. And so what they can do is start finding transportation for you. Is there a monorail there? Is there a subway there? Is there taxis there? Get them to find what the solutions are and the fastest way to get you to your hotel. Then you can get them to book the ride for you. Now, you can book Ubers in advance, you can book bus tickets. I don't know what you're going to need depending on where you're going, but get your assistant to do that for you. That's another thing. 20 is to arrange some entertainment, right? So when you're away on business, you need to enjoy yourself as well, guys. You can't just be all business. So maybe they can book you a concert or a sports event, or book you a nice restaurant for an evening. And they can do all that research for you on TripAdvisor and that kind of stuff as well. So you have a much more pleasurable experience. Now, while you're away as well, let's get them to stop stuff that you don't need, right? Maybe you've got deliveries of food, maybe you've got deliveries of newspapers, I don't know. There's all sorts of things. Get your virtual assistant to stop those and save you some money while you're away. Now, also, they can book you taxis. Now, maybe you're just doing a local visit or a meeting. Get them to book taxis as and when you need them on your trip as well. So that's travel. Lots of stuff they can do, right? I hope this is getting you thinking, guys. If you're getting some value so far from this video, just pause for a minute and hit the like button. Do hit the like button and comment below. Let me know who you are. What do you guys do in your business? I want to know all about you guys on this channel. So do comment below. Let me know who you are. I personally reply to every single comment. So give me a like, give me a comment. Next, business development, right? Now, they can find leads for you online. There's going to be various databases that you can use, and that virtual assistant can look and qualify. You'll give them some criteria, but they can discover whether that could be a good prospect for you to follow up with, right? And so get them to do the work for you and present you with some good quality options that you can work with. Next, they could create presentations. So if you go out and pitch a product or service, whether it's online or face-to-face, why don't you get them to tweak a few little things? Maybe put the customer's logo in that presentation to wow them, or some pictures of their business, right? That sort of thing is going to really make a difference when you're presenting a product or service. Obviously, you need to check it off at the end, but that will save you a ton of time. Now, they could also start networking on LinkedIn for you and get you some leads on LinkedIn. LinkedIn is a great business tool for business to business. And that's the perception that it's only business to business, but actually it's business to consumer as well. So I would highly recommend that you train your assistant on LinkedIn, get them to start connecting with people, get them to start building that rapport with people, and let's get LinkedIn working for your business as well, right? Now, all these things that we've spoken about so far, they're simple little tasks that you might take hours to do, where as an assistant, when they're really good at it, they will get it done more efficiently than you, and that frees up your time to work on the more important stuff, getting customers and marketing your business. Now, next, we got management, right? So what do you need to manage in your business? Well, I get my assistant, Nika. She creates a report every week, which talks about leads, which talks about sales. We look at all different metrics, conversion rates and stuff like that. Tons of different things that we're monitoring in the business. We call them KPIs, key performance indicators. And so your assistant could bring that stuff to you once a week. We just make a Google Doc and we monitor all sorts of things, like how many visitors go to our website, how many people download our ebooks, how many people come to our live events or watch a webinar. There's all sorts of metrics that we are tracking, and you should be too. Next, recruitment. Right, I worked as a recruitment consultant for a long time, and I'll tell you something, it's a big task recruiting someone. And in fact, a lot of the applications you get aren't going to be very suitable. So your virtual assistant could take all the applications you get during recruiting and just give you the best candidates. Filter through the rubbish ones and just give you those really, really good candidates. That's really, really important here, right? Now, accounts and bookkeeping is next, right? I hate this stuff, right? I don't know about you, but I just hate stuff like this. It's just not my bag. I'm a creative person. Maybe you like it, but I hate it. And so bookkeeping is not for me, right? And so a virtual assistant, they will be way better than you at bookkeeping. They'll be way cheaper as well and efficient. And so they'll keep your records up to date. So 28 is bookkeeping. Get them to do the bookkeeping in the business. 29 is to send invoices to people. There's always people that need extra copies of invoices because they've lost them or they need them for their VAT return at the time. So be enabling your virtual assistant to actually create or resend invoices to people. Now, also, you need to get paid, right? And so your virtual assistant can run a list of who hasn't paid you and get that stuff organized, get credit control happening, and get them focused on paying you, because that's really, really important. Next, personal errands. Now, you might not have thought about this, but a virtual assistant can really help you in your personal life, and that will give you more time to run your business as well and make your life even more easier. So they could do things like book you a restaurant. If you're going out with your partner on the weekend, just get them to sort that stuff out for you. Tell them where you want to go. They'll get to know what you like and dislike, and maybe you've got a favourite place anyway, and just get them to do that booking for you. You can get them to buy stuff for you. Now, if you need regular stuff that, I don't know, maybe you need a load of toilet rolls, or maybe you need something that they can just buy on Amazon. Give them the login to your Amazon account, get them to buy stuff for you, right? Maybe as well, number 33 is you get them to send gifts on your behalf. Maybe there's certain people that you need to send something for a birthday or a milestone that they've done in their business. Customers, get them to do that stuff for you as well. You can also get them to manage your hobbies. So one of my hobbies, I've got a newborn baby. Well, she's 7 months now, Amelie, and I like to go swimming with her. So we go swimming each and every week. And when I'm filming this, actually, it's during the pandemic. So we need to book into a swimming pool and just book a slot. So we get one of our assistants to just book a slot for us and get that all organised so I can just turn up with Emily and it's all sorted. And that sort of stuff just saves me a ton of time, right? It takes some stress off me. They could chase late deliveries. Have you ever lost something in the post? I have, right? I've had deliveries that have just gone AWOL. And you're just like, oh my God, I've got to call DHL or UPS and spend hours on the phone with them. You don't have to do that stuff. You shouldn't be doing that stuff as a business owner. Get your assistant to do that for you as well. They can also manage your family calendar, right? And so I've got my older daughters called Georgia, I've got my partner Katie, and we need to know what people are doing, right? We have various things that we need to do together. And so someone managing your diary will make your life a little bit easier. So they can manage your family diary. That's number 36. Number 37, book your doctor's appointments. There may be regular appointments that you need or just something that's not quite as regular, but your assistant can book that for you, like a PA would, right? Get your assistant to book appointments and get that stuff for you. Now, other things they can do is pay your personal bills. If you need to pay your mobile phone bill, your gas bill, your electric bill, I don't know. If it's not on a direct debit and you need someone to pay it, get your assistant to do that for you. That's going to really, really help you. Sourcing hard to find products. Maybe you want to get something found. Maybe you want to use something. Maybe it's a rare item, like a fine wine or something like that. They could source that for you, make all the calls and inquiries for you, and then maybe you just pay at the end, or I don't know. But sourcing stuff is really going to help you. Now, next, we're going to talk operations, guys. And so we run a lot of webinars and trainings in our business. They could be internal training where I'm training my team, or they could be external to train my customers. Now, I always put one of my assistants on there to take notes. If it's with our customers, we'll always have someone that says, hey, can you send me this ebook, or can you send me a link to that software? And we just take notes, and my assistant takes notes. And at the end of it, they'll just email that stuff out to whoever requested it. Right? Now, if you have a team meeting, maybe you set tasks and milestones for the business team. And so the assistant can take notes and really allocate that stuff as well. Sometimes you need to do simple little things like converting files, taking a JPEG, turning it into a PNG, or turning a video into a different file format, or turning a Word document into a PDF. Get your assistant to do that for you guys. They're going to be faster at it and get that done efficiently. That's not what a business owner should be doing. Now, there are going to be times where you need to book stuff and fill in forms. This is number 43, and get them to fill in the forms for you. They should know all the information on your business and just get all applications and stuff done by the assistant. Next, research products and services. And so you should be researching products and services before you buy them. Maybe, for example, you need some software and there's going to be other options. They will have competitors. So get your assistant to look at the market and analyze which product is the best fit for you, and then present you with 2 options rather than 10, right? That's going to save you a lot of time. Next, 45 is manage a project management system for you. So we use something called Teamwork. We put various tasks on there. We get lots of stuff organized using Teamwork, and your assistant can keep that up to date with who's done what and give you an idea on how the business is performing. Next, 46 is file management. Now, you might use various systems, and back in the day we used to have Excel on our computers, and we used to try and save it and forward it round, and the next person would use it, and it was a bloody shambles. Now we use Dropbox and Google Drive, right? And so we have people that upload all our business files into there. They're protected by passwords, but only our team can use them. But this is important, right? Give access to people to what they want. Also lock down stuff that should be private to certain individuals in the business as well. But get your assistant to manage that for you. Now they can also, 47 is proofread content for you. When you write something, you're always going to make mistakes. You're always going to have spelling mistakes, right? For me, I'm not a writer. I still put lots of content out. There will be spelling mistakes, and my assistant will pick up on some of those and make that content better, right? And so that can save you some stuff. Now, 48 is they can maintain a manual. So they can create lists and tasks and processes for stuff that's done in the business for you on your behalf. So when new people come in, maybe that assistant leaves, or maybe that assistant goes on holiday, other people can pick up that stuff as well. Next is marketing, right? Last few ones that we've got here. And so the marketing stuff's really important. Look, if you've got all the way this far, it's 20 minutes you've been watching now, do give me a like. Give me a like on this video. Give me a comment. Let me know your thoughts as well, or any questions you've got. Do that. And very quickly before we jump on marketing, I'm going to put a guide. It'll probably be easy for you guys to grab this, right? So if I put a guide in the description with all of these points in there, you can download your own PDF and keep a copy and print it out maybe as well. So go and grab that in the description below. Now let's talk marketing. So my assistants, they do these things. Schedule my posts. Right, so we make so much content, like tons of content all the time. They schedule it using one product called Agora Pulse, but you could also use Hootsuite or Buffer or something like that, right? But scheduling your content ahead of time is a good thing to do and gives you the option and flexibility to just relax, get stuff done more efficiently. Now, also, they should be replying to comments. You're going to get people that reply on your posts positively, negatively, or spamming it with their product or service. You need to delete some of that, block some of that. You need to reply some of that stuff, and that's what your assistant is there for. Next, they could be creating graphics, right? So you're going to need a ton of graphics to market a business. Get an assistant that can do some graphics for you, right? Get all of that stuff done. That's going to be really, really useful for you. So look, this stuff is an absolute no-brainer. Getting an assistant is very important, but there's still a lot you need to know, right? There's tons of stuff that we need to share with you here. And so I want to give you an option or give you an invite here to join my business growth club, my business growth club. So in the description of the video is going to be a link where you can grab all my masterclasses, check sheets, cheat sheets, all the stuff you need to get this working for £1. Now, one of them is my outsourcing masterclass. So the outsourcing masterclass is going to be included in that. You're going to get job descriptions, everything you need to hire someone online. So go and do that now. Go and grab the trial for 30 days. There's no shenanigans or anything like that. If you don't like it, you quit. You leave and no questions are asked, right? But if you do like it, which I'm sure you will, you can only find out if you try it for £1, right? You'll also get access to me every single week. I do a live training and you get added to my community of hundreds of entrepreneurs and business owners just like you. So go and grab a £1 trial and I'll see you guys on the inside. Bye for now.